I mean, it's going to happen, right? It's a certainty that one of those teams is going to finish below top 8. Is it?
Yeah, I think it's top 8 or worse.
Sheesh.
This is why we love competition.
Yeah.
Right here. I think that's another reason why the FaZe Empire series is going to be a must watch for me. Not only because I do want to see FaZe win so they can kind of defend their record, but if they do get upset, or even if they win and Empire goes losing team of that series plays OpTic, which is, even with OpTic in their current form, is not a team that you want to go up against early in the losers bracket. It's not. And the fact that one of those three will place that poorly at stage 3, you got to think whatever team it is, they will make a roster change after this event, because we only have 2 more stages, champs coming up. It's like, you don't have time anymore to have a rough weekend. Everyone's got to be playing lights out from here on until the end of the season. You want to get hot at the right time. So it's going to be an insane major. I can't wait for it.
I mean, this is champs time to me, right? You're starting to lean into it right now. It's like right here, right now, this is when you have to be in form. Obviously, Dallas has the team change. OpTic's not in form. Those are the 2 teams most likely to be in that spot where, after that match, it can mean a whole lot of change for both of those teams. Like you are championship level teams. Yeah, it could be blockbuster time. You have to make something happen because there is no more time after this. There's no time to start working on a team. There's no time to start building. There's no more building phase. We're going into champs. It's about to be over. We're about to be into the next title. Like it hits you quick. It hits you really quick.
Yeah.
And this major is huge for all these teams, for every team, obviously, but for these top championship level teams who aren't competing at that level right now, they're not up there with Toronto right now. That's where they want to be. It's huge for them because now it makes it aids their decision one way or the other, pushes them in a direction, and they got to make a move.
So then who do you think you look at? So we've talked, the potential of FaZe, Dallas, OpTic. I think FaZe probably least likely within that, could get top 8 or worse. OpTic, Dallas, who do you think's more at risk of making another change? Well, in Dallas's case, another change, but in OpTic's case, a change at all. Who do you think Pac-Man is more at risk here?
I still think that Dallas was always intending on making another move regardless, but OpTic is the one that is, to me, more at risk because I'm not really sure what they would do. Like, because of the way their team is in particular, just them, where you have certain players that are actually undroppable, it's like, do you move Dashy because he's the one struggling? Do you move Envoy because you can get the best pieces back for him? Because that's what I would do personally. I would try to make a trade for him and try to get pieces. Do you get someone like Slasher, who maybe hasn't had the best year but always has the potential to be a champion again? I don't know what you do, but I know that their moves are more limited than other teams, so it puts them in a really tough spot. I'm more worried for them because they also like to bring in certain people for their fan base and the content and all that. Their moves are just much more difficult than every other team's. So it worries me for them.
Yeah, I don't want to say it all the time about OpTic doesn't need to change, yada, yada, yada. But I would be more worried about them, like John said, just because with Empire, right? Everyone kind of is assuming that Fellow is just a placeholder, which I mean, it sucks. I don't want to discredit him because he has been playing good. But I think when it comes to him and Empire, he realizes what's on the line, and so he is going to do everything that he possibly can to make sure Empire has a great major. He seizes this opportunity that he has. And on OpTic, I mean, if I was any of those players, I don't think any one of them would feel like, ooh, I'm on the chopping block, right? Because they all basically seem untouchable. They're undroppable. But it's like, you get kicked to the curb this early in stage 3.
Yeah.
I don't care about content, none of that, about the loyalty. I've always respected that from Hex, but that's embarrassing.